let's first think about what we talked about. Is Ghost good this game? I'd say so. So luckily this is a good Ghost game because Flash.
Yeah.
The only thing you flash is like Nautilus Hook. That's about it, and maybe an Echo W. But Echo W should almost never hit you if you
Yeah.
play properly or
So-
you. Yeah.
So in most of my games, what I was talking about, like my weird little path, is I'll start red.
Uh-huh.
It's something I started doing. It's kind of weird, but it kind of works in this elo. I'll kill red. I'll do my Krugs.
Okay.
I'll smite red at the get go,
Okay. Why?
like at the very get go. You're gonna see, and then I do my Krugs.
Okay.
Then I do my Raptors,
Okay.
and because most people don't ward, I sprint up here. Usually I e-hop this wall here.
Yeah.
I'll use my ward here.
Okay. Yeah. I
And
mean,
then
you know
I'll-
what you're describing right now is that's not a uncommon path. That's the basic invade path. Like any invade jumper
Okay.
would do that kind of
Yeah.
path. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. The only two things that I used to take Ignite to do this, but then I started
Oh.
taking Ghost.
Yeah.
I would say my ward and I would smite red first to get a faster clear, and then I would hop over. I would ward this, wait here, and like 80 to 90% of the time, people go here and they're half health because they're not really good at kiting their camps and stuff, and
Okay.
they generally don't kite into the bush, and then I can just W AA E cancel a little Q, and like they'll generally die.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying is that your path is not like a special path. Like this is and like any invade.
It's generally
Yeah.
it's like a
Yeah,
one
like
quadrant,
Rengar, Volibear, like they all do this.
Okay.
Lee Sin can do this.
one
You know.
cloud invade. Okay.
Yeah. It's the general invade path. But yeah, it's good. It's good. Obviously, you would need to know that they started like blue buff, right? You need to see.
Yeah,
where they-
I'll generally look at their like the mana who leashes.
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes I don't know because they either won't use mana or a fake leash or they'll use solo.
Yeah. So, I mean, I like the plan right now. I mean, either way, whatever plan you're making, you should be making an invade plan because Echo's pretty weak early game. So,
Yeah,
yeah. You know the other factor you need to think about when you invade
yeah.
is lane priority. Like, you know,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. But I mean, like the one you're talking about, lane priority doesn't matter that much because it's a really fast play, right? You're just going in, killing him, or maybe just forcing his flash and getting the red, and then you leave.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why Graves is really strong. He doesn't have to care about lane priority as much as other junglers, but you still have to care about it, you know, in some cases. So, yeah.
Right.
Okay, so is that your plan this game? Like that's what you kind of want to do?
I imagine so.
Okay, I mean, I like it. You know, there's another cheeky invade path that might work. Is
I was told to red invade because Graves' level 2 is very strong.
yeah. So like you just finish your red buff, then you just go to his blue buff.
Okay. Yeah.
Because if you get a strong leash, you can do your red buff without smite. And then when you get to this blue buff, like the blue buff's probably gone, but you can smite the Gromp and then maybe force a flash. You probably don't kill
Okay.
him, but like yeah. So that's like the two main cheeky early invade paths that Graves is known
Okay.
for. But yeah, the red into blue is not many champions can do that. It's only champions that can hop the wall because if you can't hop the wall, it's too slow. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Kindred. Graves,
Kindred, Graves, Nidalee.
Italy. Yeah.
Technically, Kane can, but Kane's kind of not as strong as them early game. Yeah. Okay, so that's your plan. I like it. So you're gonna start red, and you're gonna see where he starts, right?
Yeah.
You know your plan works either way. Like if he starts red buff, you can still do the 3 camps, and you can go and invade his blue buff as well, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I like that plan. Are you thinking about anything else, or that's your plan for now, at least early game?
So I have one of my worst tendencies is autopiloting.
Autopiloting, that's the worst tendency to have as a Graves player
It is, and I've really, really, really been working on that like recently, like to not autopilot games.
yeah,
And it's basically like you obviously know what autopiloting is, but like it's
Yeah.
kind of like I just lose my tempo, and then all of a sudden like I'm not.
could it be like you're just
It's-
turning your brain off? Is that what you mean? Like you're not actually
Yeah,
like
like I'll autopilot a game, as in like my brain won't I won't exactly. I'm turning my brain off, and I'm just playing like on instinct or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. So
Less.
but I wanted to say like you cannot do that as Graves especially because you told me earlier that why you like Graves is because you can go any path like he's very flexible in his pathing. He can go anywhere. If you're playing like Nocturne and you autopilot, that's not the end of the world because Nocturne's autopilot is pretty good. Like you just full clear, level 6, gank, full clear.
Yeah.
But Graves can't just do that. You lose. Graves is not that good if you're just autopiloting, like you're just full clearing and ganking.
Yeah.
Only. You have to use his strength, which is he can do anything he wants.
Yeah. Generally, I do have also kind of a hard time tracking the jungler sometimes. But if I do see him gank top, I'll try to take his whole like blue quadrant, for example.
Yeah, it really depends. It's hard to talk about
anything. Yeah, it's per game. I am like my point of mentioning that is like I am thinking of counter jungling constantly, and
that's good.
And
that's what you should be doing.
Yeah. So on my point is like I basically autopilot games, and that is something that no one can really help me. It's like myself, right?
Yeah. At least definitely what I say is keep in mind that if you're gonna autopilot, don't play Graves. Like I know you like Graves, exactly. so think about I'm playing Graves. I need to be using my brain. Like he's the one who uses the brain. Like one of the junglers that needs it the most. So try to keep that in mind. Yeah. Okay, so I'm guessing that your plan. You don't really have a long-term plan right now. You basically the plan is like I'm gonna start red buff and look to invade Echo somewhere. Right? That's your plan.
Yeah, that's like my initial plan. I do generally look. On my smites, I never go red smite. I don't like it. Okay. I find like I have the damage. I don't find red smite like useful.
Okay,
generally, if they have a whole bunch of CC, I'll go green. But most part, I take blue. So I'll generally look at their team.
Yeah. Usually, the way I look at red smite. Usually, the way I look at red smite is I look at your own team because red smite is good for the damage is bad. I agree, but it also gives you the slow, which can be good. Especially for Graves, because Graves only has his W for CC. Otherwise, he doesn't really have CC. So the red slow could help, but you generally look at your team. So if your team has enough CC, you don't really need more CC, right? So look at your team right here. You have Maokai, that's a lot of CC. You have Annie and Brand, that's pretty good CC. So you don't really need a more like this extra little slow. Yeah, you kind of rely on your team to CC them.
Yeah. I never thought of that.
But some games, like the other game we saw, you had a Yasuo and a Master Yi. I would consider the red smite because Yasuo he has one knockup, or two, I guess, knockup into ult, and then Master Yi has no CC. So your red smite might actually help you guys a little bit more in like locking enemies in place for fights. Yeah. So, but I agree. Blue is never bad. Blue, like it's always good. Like never can go wrong with blue. And then, like you said, green if they have a lot of CC. This game they have Nautilus, but that's about it. So you don't really need it just for Nautilus. Blue is fine. But green is all. Even if they don't have CC, the shield's pretty good. So like you can never go wrong with green as well. I would say so. Blue and green pretty good. Red very situational, but can be good. Yeah. Okay. So let's. Any other questions? So I wanted to ask you is you only plan to invade Echo. Have you thought about laners at all this game? The matchups.
Usually I'll look at the matchup as well. Like the Darius, I know is extremely strong early. Like if someone gets Darius ahead, he can kind of snowball a game, but he will fall off late game. Yeah. Or he can.
He's always useful, honestly. But
he's always useful.
But he can. Yeah, he can fall off.
I know if Misfortune gets ahead, that's especially with an Nautilus, that's kind of like not good.
Yeah, especially against Vayne. Vayne's short range against that she can't really walk up to them ever.
My initial thought in this game would not be to not prioritize top because getting Maokai ahead doesn't really do anything for me. But
that's fair, but you also think about like if there's a gank though, you think about it as getting yourself ahead, like get both of you. Yeah, but
that's it. Like once I kill him at red, I'll generally either take his Krugs, gank top, or continue my blue and scuttle.
Yeah, or gank mid, right?
Or gank mid. I don't know why, but I don't really ever think of that. I'll actually consider that.
To be fair, Graves is not that good at ganking mid most of the time, but you have an Annie, so it's a possibility. Yeah. And also, to be fair, it's kind of hard to gank Yasuo as Graves, so yeah. But yeah, I'm just telling you your options, right? Always have an open mind, especially as Graves. Yeah. Okay, and so what have you noticed so far, though, when we talk about these lane matchups? That have you noticed something? I have noticed. I'm just wondering if you've seen something in common with all your lanes.
Give me a hint that doesn't give me the answer.
I mean, all the lanes have this in common. All three of your lanes in this game. In this, not every game, but this game.
Hard CC?
No, okay, I'll give you that. It's that you kind of have losing lanes, 3 losing lanes, I would say. Bot lane less so.
Yeah, Maokai doesn't necessarily win.
Yeah.
Bot lane is passive because of the Nautilus, right?
Also, like Vayne versus MF is also just rough because of the range difference. But the one good thing that I wouldn't say bot lane really loses because they have Brand. Brand can really kind of help Vayne cover her range weakness. So, if MF tries to bully Vayne, but Brand can step up. It really depends how they play it. So, bot lane less so, but I would say Yasuo beats Annie 1v1 and Darius beats Maokai 1v1. And generally, Graves has bad games. It's a bad Graves game when your laners don't have priority. Like Graves really likes to have laners with priority because Graves, one of his biggest strengths is to invade, but the counter to invades is they call their enemy to help, and then you can't really invade.
So if I'm preventing the jungler from ganking, my lanes are already technically have prio because they're stronger than their opponent.
I'm sorry. No. Well, your laners don't have.
They're not really stronger than their opponent, but they can technically win the lane.
Oh yeah, but because they have priority, right? And they don't want to get ganked. But in this game, they're not going to get ganked because they're going to be losing anyways. Like they're going to be getting pushed in most likely.
Right.
So you're kind of losing your biggest strength as Graves. Like you beat Echo, yes, but Echo can call Yasuo to help him. Echo can call Darius to help him. So that it gets kind of annoying for Graves. If you had.
And if you have to help, then I'm literally like they hurt a lot.
Yeah, but to be fair, like Graves easily can go in, he can easily go out, right? Because you stash over the wall, and you're fine, but you're just not utilizing your strength, right? And then Yasuo will be pushing. I mean, I don't know what actually happens, but presumably Yasuo should be pushing the Annie because he just wins. And usually the way Yasuo wins lane is by pushing. He needs to use the minions and lifesteal and things like that. And the biggest way to punish Yasuo's in general is to gank him because Yasuo is always pushing. But Graves ganks aren't that good, right? So, it's just not, like I'm saying, it's not a good Graves game. Like you might be able to find some ganks here. You do have good CC, which is good. Like Maokai and Annie and Brand, you guys have CC, so you might be able to find some ganks. But I would say this is kind of a hard Graves game just because the priority. That's usually the biggest thing I look at for Graves is which lanes have priority, and then this one looks like none of them. Or maybe bot lane. It depends on Brand. Like Brand has pretty good wave clear, but if the problem is if your bot lane pushes, like if Brand tries to get priority, they're pretty open to ganks. Nautilus, Echo, that's pretty easy for them to like just gank the Brand or even the Vayne, at least until Vayne gets level 6. So just looking at lanes, not good, but the one good thing you have is you beat Echo. That's good.
Okay.
Yes. Other than that, yeah, and you can just play unless you have any other questions. So we can see what you do here. Yeah. Okay. Just play.
So do I hit chat and play, or chat is just not gonna?
Yeah, just chat and play.
Should I double click myself or?
Oh yeah. As a default, but sometimes we'll move the camera.
Okay.
And you can do it 2 times. Oh, I didn't talk about level 1 invades. I mean, it might be a factor here. That's another topic we can talk about. So, like technically the game starts at level 1. Like right now, the game starts. So, that means you can invade them or they can invade you. Like, yeah, you do need to think about that. Actually, like Graves is one of the best level 1 champions in the game, so you could consider it. This game, I would definitely actually consider it because you have Maokai, and you have Annie, and you have Graves. So the three of you are very, very strong. You can go anywhere you want. But I can also understand why you wouldn't want to do it. If you do it, you usually do it not to get a kill or anything like that. You do it to force like a vertical jungle. So if you want, you know what vertical is? Like you want.
I say I like for example, if I do my blue vertical, I'll basically be doing my blue quadrant and his red quadrant.
I could pause it. I'll explain it to you. So it actually, I usually don't talk about this for other junglers, but for Graves, it's actually pretty important. So level 1 is more of a higher elo topic, but for Graves, you gotta think about it. There's one main reason, not one, but first main reason why you would think about it is if you want to force a vertical, which means like you want to start his red buff or you want to start his blue buff. And the reason you want to do that sometimes, I'm not saying this game, is because you want to you have a really strong lane that you want to get ahead. So let's say, actually, this game it could work. This game, honestly,
I would kind of go to his red and start.
This game, it would be the blue buff because the reason why you force verticals is you want your bot, like, I'll give you for this game. This game, you don't care about your Maokai, right? You already said that. So this game, you care about, I guess, your Vayne and Brand. If they get ahead, that's pretty good, right? How can you force them to get ahead? You can force them to get ahead if you force a vertical jungle, which means you level 1 invade the blue buff. Because your team is stronger, the enemy has to leave. Then they know you're there, right? They know you're there, but they can't do anything, and you just take their blue buff. And ideally, you also take Wolves and Gromp and stuff like that. But the thing is, they know you're there, so what can Echo do? Echo will obviously, most likely, he'll do like his red buff, and then he'll take your blue buff. So you're forcing the vertical. You're forcing Echo to be top side, while you get to stay bot side. And what that does is that forces your bot lane to just win the game, win the lane, because Echo cannot gank bot lane. Everyone knows Echo's top. Everyone knows you are bot. Like both teams know where what's happening. If they're good. So what that means is your Vayne and Brand can play the lane without fear of getting ganked. Like if they're they can push without fear, and the enemy bot lane has to be afraid that you will gank them. And same for your Maokai though. Maokai will lose to Darius because he knows that Echo is top side. That's why you call it vertical. You get one side, which is the bot side, and the enemy gets the top side. But you get to force it on your terms. So I'm saying if you want to do it, you can do it because you're Graves and because your early game. It depends on your teammates too, right? Yeah. So you need to have the stronger level 1 team. To force them away from blue, like you have to force them out. Like if they fight you, if they're stronger than you, you can't force them out, right? They'll just push you away. So it only works if you're the stronger team. In this game, I'd say you are. It's close, but no, I'd say you are because you're definitely stronger than Echo. Maokai is close to Darius because Maokai has CC, but Darius has a lot of damage. Annie has her stun. Yasuo doesn't really do anything level 1. Okay, granted, their bot lane is better than your bot lane, so it's kind of close, but you can try to force it, and if it doesn't work out, it's not the end of the world. You just go back to your red buff, and then you can do your red buff plan like that.
Right.
So this is more of a highlight thing, but because again, you do need your team to come with you. You can't just solo run into blue buff. Their blue buff, they will stop you, right? You need at least 3 people. So ideally you get 4 to 5 people. So because sometimes people are like AFK or you see your Annie, she's just
if people are willing.
Yeah. So if they're willing, then you can go over here, take his blue. He will take your blue, which is fair because it's vertical, basically what I explained. Force the vertical is and the main reason you do this is if you want your bot lane to win, or you can use the strategy the opposite way. You can force the red buff. You can go to his red buff if you have the Darius. Maybe you have the Darius top side and you want Darius to win. So then you force the vertical on the top side, right? The
Right.
same concept applies.
I just understood. Now I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm just sharing with you. I don't
Kind of
think.
it's shoving one person on the other side of the map, and I take the side of the map that I want.
Yeah. Which is in this game, I would say you do kind of want your bot side. You don't really care about. You already said you don't care about the Maokai, right? So
Yeah.
it would be a good plan this game. The disadvantage of this plan is that you don't get to cheese Echo, right? Because you were planning to invade Echo, which I like. So you give up that opportunity of maybe killing Echo, while he does, if you, because you can't invade him anymore, right? Everyone knows everyone. The problem with this plan is they know where you are, and you also know where they are. Like you're kind of just it's a different kind of game, if that makes sense. You're not playing the killing game anymore. You're playing it's a different kind of game plan. So you give up that cheese factor that Graves is also good at. So I think if you don't do this, it's also fine. Like what your plan is to do 3 camps and invade. That's a fine plan as well. So yeah, just sharing you some thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay. There's more to talk about, but I don't really want to talk about overwhelm you unless I don't think there's going to be invades on either team. But if I see something, we can talk about it. Just press play. Yeah. Press play. The current plan is fine for now. Yeah. You guys ward his blue or something? How do you see them?
The Maokai did.
Oh.
My Bane went to go ward it. I think I asked him to, but it kind of burned his flash.
Oh, did they see you ward it? I actually wasn't paying attention. Did the enemy see you ward it?
I kind of asked them to do it, but they were waiting in here.
Oh, I didn't see this. Okay.
It's kind of unfortunate, but it kind of did. It gave me the information.
Actually, yeah. Let me see it again. I didn't actually see what happened here. What's going on here? Oh, this is pretty dangerous. So because
it is very dangerous. It's just because it's as dumb as it sounds. It's a flex.
Oh.
as dumb as it is, it's a flex, and it's still kind of low elo. So
yeah, that I wouldn't.
If it was a solo duo, definitely I wouldn't have asked him to do something like that.
And I don't know why you even wanted him to do that because remember you even said it yourself. You just need to look at top lane or bot lane to tell.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
There's no point.
On top of it, my Maokai went to go ward, right?
Yeah, and I would also recommend against that too. These are wasted wards for your team. But yeah.
Okay.
There's a way to reset your E faster if you're next to the wall.
Yeah, I should do that more, huh?
Yeah, it doesn't matter that much.
I slam into the wall.
Yeah.
Instead.
Yeah, it doesn't matter that much, but. So wait, you do red into Raptors, or you're invading his?
See, okay, so I did. This is where I did level 2. Okay.
Okay, you do.
So I guess I'm going to meet him at his Gromp.
Okay. The problem with this is you didn't go over the wall, so it's kind of slow. So there is a chance that.
Oh, I had a friend look at this game and see the ward.
Yeah. So pause it right now.
Yeah.
I like what I just said. Why this failed, right? I mean, you might kill him. Yeah, I think you might kill him.
I don't.
You don't?
Do I? Maybe.
But again, go back to when you were doing the red buff. Go back to the red buff. Okay. Can I click on Graves? No, click on Graves. So I see your cooldowns. Okay. Is that 14? Okay, press play. Okay, press pause. You see, you have your E. Your E is off cooldown. So why are you walking all the way this way when you can go over the Dragon Wall? Your E?
That's a good question. I think in my head.
And did you level W second? Am I seeing that right?
What's that?
Is that W level 2?
No, I think it's glitching.
Okay. But your E is off cooldown. So you just kite the red towards the Dragon Wall. Go over the Dragon Wall, and you're there much faster, right? And then you would be able to take the Gromp. Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense. I can actually tell you my mentality. Okay. I think I just wanted to keep my E for the reset, but I think by the time I get there and auto attack at least once, it's pretty much off cooldown, right?
Wait, you want your? I would say that again. You want?
It's 16-second cooldown.
Yeah.
So if I hop over the wall,
you won't have it.
I have 16 seconds that I can't use it, right?
That's true, but but basically you're not gonna make it
earlier, which is better.
You're just not gonna make it in time. Yeah, it's the timing issue. Yeah. But yeah,
Right.
you were really close though. You're really close. Yeah. Okay, you can go ahead and play and see. Yeah, so you don't kill him, I guess. Usually the invade, if you're doing this invade, it's not really to kill him anyways. It's really just to take the Gromp. Taking the Gromp gives you a lot of tempo over him.
I don't even know if I got it. I don't think I did.
No, you didn't. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying if you eat over the wall, you would have gotten it.
I got a splash.
Yeah, you did get a splash, which is good, and you get wolves. Yeah, so. But in my plan is you would get the Gromp, and you might still get the flash, and then you would get the wolves.
Right.
So are you ganking bot here, or what are you doing here?
I'm not sure.
Can you look? Ganking mid, okay. It is hard to gank Yasuo.
Yeah.
He needs, and he needs stun, or actually you got it's pretty good. Oh, you actually kill him? Okay, that's good.
Flash again.
Yeah. So here you should be going into his red. Pause it right now. So you still have you're low, yes, but you have a health pot, and I think you have mid prio now. Let's look at mid.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you forced the mid prio. So Darius is missing. Darius is missing. So that's that's kind of scary. But Echo is level 2. You are level 2, but you don't need level 3. Graves is already a full champion at level 1, right? Technically. So Echo's level 2. Echo has no flash. You have no ghost. Okay, fair. But you have, I think you still have a good amount of time on your red buff. Can you click on your? I don't know your red buff time, but should be. Yeah, you have a good amount of time left on it. Like you'll regen some of that health. I don't think you kill Echo or anything like that. But Graves, when Graves invades, it's not for kills in general. It's not really to kill them. Graves is not actually good at killing champions. If you compare Graves to like Rengar, Volibear, those are people who invade and they kill you. Graves, most of the time, you invade just to push them out, and then like you did, you pushed Echo away and you took his wolves. That's kind of what Graves is good at. It's great. I mean, yes, Graves can get killed sometimes, but that's not his strength, if that makes sense. So you're going into Echo just to push him away. Like he's probably doing red buff, I would assume. Echo back, yeah, most likely he goes red. I mean, you never know. He could go Krugs, he could go Raptors, but take a look. And I would have invaded with the Annie, but again, you see all this thing.
The Annie's pushed up, right? It's kind of like a 2 against 1, more or less.
Yeah. But again, this is the third factor, which is where is Darius? We actually don't know where Darius is. So it'd be a little afraid of that. I mean, if you were paying attention, I wasn't paying attention, but if you were paying attention, you would notice that Darius is low because on the replay we can see. But right now we don't actually know if he's low or not.
Oh, okay. I see.
But if you were paying attention in the game, like. Or Maokai maybe told you, Darius is low or Darius recalled or something, then you could feel more confident. So basically, you can see why you need your brain on with Graves, right? All these factors you have to think, and then I would definitely invade. You also have your smite up, right? So if he's doing a camp, you have a good chance that you could steal the camp with the smite.
Yeah, I could have easily taken his red.
Yeah, and if you steal the camp, you're level 3. Echo's still level 2. You win the tempo game even harder. So that's just there is the danger that if Echo gets the camp though, he would be level 3 to your 2, so that's kind of dangerous as well. But Graves is a high risk, high reward kind of champion in that sense.
Yeah.
You limit test a lot like that, I would say. Yeah. But here you recall. Why are you? Can I press X? We can see how much gold you have. Press X. Oh, you don't even have a kill yet. So why are you recalling?
I don't know why I'm recalling. I was surprised too. Okay. I feel like I would have gone and at least done like here and then into my blue.
Yeah, either would have been fine, right? You could do your.
I'm not 100% sure.
You're definitely farm. At the very least, if you're not invading, at the very least you would farm, right? And remember, you still have your potion. Like you're no. And Graves doesn't take damage from camps, right? You knock back the camps. Yeah. Okay. Press play. Let's see what you do though.
I want to cancel it. Oh man. Interesting. So I'm guessing I think I understood my mentality right away. I think I failed. I got his flash. I got Yasuo flash. I got red buff.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's the window open.
But you need,
I
but
got
yeah,
red
but
buff,
you,
so
you,
now I
yeah,
think that
you should
I'm
push it. You
restarting
keep
my-
pushing. Basically, Graves is push as much as you can.
Yeah.
Because late game you're not
I
that
think
useful.
I'm restarting my tempo here, and then now it's like I'm pathing to bot all the time.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I mean that's
That's
okay.
probably
But
what
yeah,
I was thinking.
basically, I'm saying you could have done this without recalling. So
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
yeah,
And did I get anything? I only got it. Oh, nice.
you only got a
And
long
I
sword.
only got a long sword.
I'm sure you would have healed too, like because the jungle item, like you would
Yeah.
have healed anyway. So the health doesn't actually matter that much that you recall for health. Can we look top though? Like, so we say we don't care about it, but like sometimes, okay, I wouldn't really care about
Yeah.
this. Yeah, especially since you saw the pink ward.
Here, I probably waste some time.
I
I
mean,
don't
it's
know.
not bad to clear the pink ward. But I generally yes, this is a waste of time. What are you doing here? Are you waiting for?
I feel like I'm trying to gank.
Okay. I don't think it
I
works.
don't think this
You
resolves
might get
until
sums
kill.
though. I think you get sums probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
you get both sums. So actually, that's actually a good gank. But what do you call it? Even though you got two sums, I'm not actually sure if this is worth it.
It's a waste of time, right?
Well, the thing is, I'll be honest. I'm not sure. Like, it's close. Like, 'cause it cost you a
Yeah.
lot of time, but you did get two sums, which is actually pretty big. So,
Yeah.
um,
Technically, I mean, it's 5 minutes in, and I've gotten Echo Flash, Dazzle Flash, and
Yeah,
Top
yeah,
Flash.
yeah. you've done good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just pointing out some things you could have done better, or like things you should be thinking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Do FQs work right now?
Oh, you got Dragon. Yeah, that's kind of the cost of your play that he can get Dragon.
Yeah. So
But
there's
he
not
might
much
have gotten Dragon even if he didn't do that gank. So I don't want to really say that that's exactly what happened. But you should constantly look mid, and basically, but only really gank when she has stun or like close to stun. You can see she has 3 charges now, so that's pretty
Yeah.
close. Now she has stun, and then here you can see Yasuo it's probably warded, right? Because you see him walking away.
Yeah. Wrap around? Do.
Okay.
Could have waited a bit, I think.
Yeah, no, definitely you want to wait because you give him the dash, right? So
Yeah.
you have to let Annie start with the stun, and then you
One
want to
auto.
like dash into Yasuo, or like you don't actually want to be behind Yasuo when you gank him. You want to be like perpendicular to him or something like that, like parallel, like right next to him. You know, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Because
Like-
he just dashes to you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I see.
yeah,
So if
he-
he's here, I kind of want to be here in a sense.
yeah. You want to be like next to
Like,
him, but
I came like this, so he just can get
yeah,
away.
yeah, you just gave him an escape basically.
Interesting. Okay.
But one way you could do it is if you want to be behind him, that's fine. Like, or like you have no choice. But you at least wait for Annie to stun him. Then you throw your
Yeah.
W, and you know the W. Then he can't see you, right? If your W's on him, so he can't
Yeah.
dash to you. Then you can do it like that if you want. Yeah.
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 I'm here. I probably rushed it a bit.
Oh yeah, because you have to wait. No, you have to remember your Graves. You don't have CC or anything. I mean, you have a slow, fine, but
Yeah.
generally you want to wait for them to fight, the laners to fight first, or the laner to CC
Yeah.
first, and then you go in. Yeah.
I probably panicked and I kind of like went in, and because I went in, that's why he like backed
Yeah,
off
yeah,
even
exactly.
more.
That's exactly.
He's full health, right? He maybe would have wanted to fight, and he just got sick.
Yeah. That's exactly what.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just,
I see,
nothing
okay, I
happened.
see what you mean. He just dashed
Yeah.
W'd me. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah,
And
you guys
he-
almost did you kill him?
No.
But you almost did, and even though
he popped the health pot.
yeah. I mean, you played that poorly, and you almost killed him. So imagine you played it a
Yeah.
little better. Yeah. Okay, that should tell you Echo knows you're around, right?
Yeah.
But this is good, but you have to look at your bot lane right now because you have mid power right now, right? Yasuo's really low, so you just have to
Yeah.
look at bot lane. You don't okay, this is fine. Okay, yeah, that's a misfortune. No, you did. Okay. Yeah, so the whole time I was saying you gotta look at your bot lane. That's the main thing. Yeah, I
Yeah.
wouldn't really care about
Yeah.
the Yasuo, but bot lane is
I need to like there. I should have been looking Because is it because they were pushed and they went MIA? It's just like completely risky, I guess.
Well, I mean, yeah, but basically is like when you're doing something, just think about everything. So, well, it only took me like 1 second to think about mid because you just chunked out Yasuo, so like he's not really a factor, right? So think about, okay, once you see Echo, you're like, think about, you want to fight on 1v1. Think about it. Is it a 1v1? Again, it takes you 1 second to think about mid. Okay, Yasuo's not coming, but then then all your attention should be brought in at that moment, and at that moment.
Yeah.
At that moment, it looks you never saw
who's closest next.
Sorry, what?
As next, like mid is out of the situation, so now look at the next people that can potentially come.
Yep, which is bot, and then
right.
It kind of looked like Nautilus was coming, and we didn't even know where Misfortune was, so it's like, oh, they could come, and Nautilus will lock you down for a very long time. You will die if Nautilus comes. In this situation, I don't think Nautilus even came. Like, he came late. It was actually Misfortune. But yeah, Misfortune, because of her W, she can move pretty fast around the map. So things that you have to consider all these kind of factors. Yeah.
Okay.
You did get a flash, like Echo flashed for you, so not the end of the world, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead, you just play here. So.
And that's like what you were saying on the thinking, right?
Yeah, yes.
I'm always, and it's always
can't be autopilot. Yeah. Like I know, I don't know, but I assume what you're thinking is, I beat Echo. Graves way stronger than Echo, but it's not just Echo, right? So you have to think about the things. Yeah.
Okay, here always Ghost.
Yeah. Don't really blame me. Like sometimes it's good to preemptively use it. It lasts a while. Ghost is a low cooldown, so you could be more liberal when you're running Ghost. Flash, less so.
He's got a level on me.
Echo? Oh yeah, that's pretty bad considering the lead that you got early.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And you should do the crab here, or at least think about it. What do you... Yeah, definitely prioritize. So, for Graves, the thinking you want to have is, can I take the enemy camps? That's your first priority. And then the second priority is the crab, and then the last priority is your camp. Your camps are the least important.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can always take your camps, like, but there's only certain windows where you can take the enemy camps, and there's only certain windows when you can take the crab. So focus those first.
Right.
Kind of look what's okay.
I guess I'm looking bot here.
Would be nice to have Ghost, but you don't.
Yeah.
Can you replay this?
Look
back. Can you go back? I want to see this.
Yeah. Oh, I went kind of far.
Okay, one. Okay, let me look at bot lane right now. Look at bot lane. So you didn't even use your first auto. I mean, I know there's minions in the way.
I just dashed in, huh?
Yeah, but your dash gives you an extra auto, right?
Yeah.
I would have.
I was pretty much right there, wasn't I?
Yeah. I mean, there's some minions in the way, but yeah, you could.
Auto first, range too, and that could have been it. Yeah.
Could have. Yeah, it would have, because you just killed. Not you, but you're really close. Yeah, and you have Triumph. I'm guessing. So yeah. It's the mechanics. So mechanics are also very important for Graves. So yeah, which I don't usually talk about mechanics, but for Graves it is important.
Yeah.
Can you go back again? Or pause it. What time is it right now? It's 9:40. When did you buy the Noon Quiver? That's what I'm wondering. When did you buy the Noon Quiver? A while ago? I guess maybe I wasn't paying attention. A while ago.
Yeah.
Long time. Yeah, so I definitely would have built the, like, remember I said Dirk? Like, can you hover the Noon Quiver again? What stats does it give? Because So
Only physical damage. Okay.
So other than the actually, wait, let me think. It's close. Well, I mean, but Dirk is 200 gold cheaper. So technically, if you could buy like a Dirk and like a longsword, or a Dirk and even like cloth armor, are you? What boots do you go? This game,
I depended. I think here I would probably go tabbies.
yeah. So you could even build like Dirk plus Tabis. Like that's
Yeah.
stronger than just Noon Quiver. I mean, Dirk Tabis is 1400, Noon Quiver is 1300. So really depends on the gold, but. Yeah, just the tip I told you is that Noon Quiver on Graves actually isn't that good. The Dirk is usually better. Yeah.
It's a way better power spike.
Yeah.
And I guess the damage from Dirk will also help me farm.
Yeah. Like
It's
so,
not
yeah, and
necessarily,
Graves doesn't really need help with that much damage with farming. Like Dirk is pretty good. So you know, I don't actually know which one's better, faster, Dirk or Noon Quiver, but I'm assuming it's pretty close. So
Yeah.
but the Dirk definitely better for ganks and like invades. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Oh yeah. Oh wait. What runes do you use? You can even buy regular boots. I don't know if you have the boots
Elite.
rune, but the secondary.
Yeah, I got like the boots. What's it called? Free
Okay,
boots?
okay. Yeah, magic
And
floor. Okay.
Elite.
Okay, never mind then. Yeah, but even like Dirk plus cloth armor is better than just new.
Yeah.
Small thing though. It doesn't matter that much, but yeah, small thing. Okay, go ahead. We were at like 9:30, I think, or something. 9:40. Yeah, the skank, right? I think. Which in the end is not bad. I mean, it's still 1 for 2, but
Yeah.
you could have been a 0 for 2, right?
Yeah.
You bought. Okay, you changed. Yeah, changed the Dirk. Yeah, okay. So this is like another power spec when you have Dirk and Noon Quiver.
Yeah.
I would have done. That doesn't matter. Actually.
Here I think I see the Echo bot, so I go Rift.
Yeah. No, this is good. Again, you do need to worry about the Yasuo a little bit because he has priority.
Yeah.
But, not much. Not that much actually. And then hopefully after this, you look to like invade him. That would be my thinking. Oh, wait, he didn't take Dragon yet. I thought is that what? Oh, he ganked bot. He didn't.
No, double kill. He got.
You assume he's taking Dragon now? Oh,
Yeah,
he might not.
100%.
Also, here you. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. It's good. It's good.
Okay, there you go.
Here you can
Dragon.
even consider rifting over this wall mid. Let's look at mid right now. Okay, pause.
Yeah.
Pause. Look at mid lane. And look at the tower. The tower.
Done ready.
Okay, you
Okay.
can. I mean, it's not the best rift. Yeah, I think you only get one plate. The main reason I would consider rifting this is to distract Yasuo and distract Echo. So you have a little more time to take his red and Krugs. But if you don't rift, I think you still have time anyway. So I'm just saying it's a consideration.
Yeah, it's a good option. Okay.
Yeah, it's a good option.
I think I saw in a video once a while ago that someone used a Rift Herald mid and then they all took Dragon to distract them.
Rift is
It's
commonly
not bad.
used
It's
as a
kinda cool.
distraction.
Yeah, okay.
And in this case, it's a similar concept. You rift over the Raptor wall and just to buy you time for the red. Yeah. And stuff.
Yeah.
And you still get one play and maybe close to two. So, it's still good. Like, and mid tower is typically the best tower to rift because mid's the most valuable tower. So, a lot of reasons why you could rift this.
Right.
But I'm not saying you should in this game. I'm saying you could.
It's a good option. I've never thought of that before.
But I also
allow my mid laner to roam.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, play.
Once the power's down,
I
right?
hope you take all his camps or try to. See, you can take all his camps if Echo is not coming here, right? Sometimes he'll do the dragon, then he'll do his blue and stuff like that.
I'm assuming I go.
Yeah, I think you do, or you might gank top. Let's look at top. Well, top is full HP, so
Yeah.
no, never mind. No. Okay, this is a mistake though. You see that?
Yeah. So the minions is that what you're talking about, or
Yeah.
Like
you know how to tell
probably-
where they are. You know how to tell. It mirrors.
Yeah, I
yours.
look at my own.
Yeah. It mirrors. Yeah. So, by doing this, you told Echo where you are. So he if he's good, I mean, I don't know how good he is, but if he's good, he'll also see that you have red buff, and he can assume that's his red buff. So he can assume you took all that. So he will now take your Raptors and your Krugs. But if you didn't do this, he might not go for your Raptors and Krugs. He might just go to his red, and then he'll see it gone. So that's the cost of your mistake right here.
Yeah, and here I have a big chance of Darius coming in on me.
Yeah,
because the minions probably.
It's not the end of the world though, because you just dash away, but you might not be able to take Krugs. Yeah, but he'll lose his minions. Darius not really. It's not really because it's mostly because you told Echo where you are. That's the big problem with this.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead. Yeah. We'll see if Echo. It looks like he's just ganking anyway, so it doesn't actually matter. This
he's probably distracted.
Yeah. Oh, and you actually looks like that's too early. Yeah. You still had time to auto him. You see, you had 2 ammo, and you're still in range of him. So, right before you ult, you're still in auto range. You're not low. You're not gonna die.
Right.
You just keep auto. Run to him. Yeah, run at him, and you could still auto him twice.
I should have. Maybe I should have like cut it up.
Yeah.
Because I was in reload, right? But if I had just stayed near him, I was chilling.
Yeah. Reloading doesn't mean you run away, right? If you're winning, you run at them while you're reloading.
Right.
Yeah. But still good. I mean, you did get. Wait. Who flashed? He already flashed. What did he do?
Yeah. Okay. I got the Darius and Ghost.
No, he didn't ghost.
No.
Okay, no, no, you got flash. I think it's delayed. They'll replay. Yeah. So Rift here. Let me look at the top tower. So this less value place wise.
Right.
But yeah, it's okay. I mean, yeah, I definitely would have preferred the mid Rift. At least it crashes. That's
I'm turning on them though.
Yeah.
No, not even.
No, I mean, kind of close. I mean, it really doesn't cost you anything. I mean, if you die,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Now,
just to go back here.
Yeah. The Rift doesn't really do anything, right? I would not have Rift, regardless of what happened. Like, what's the point? You still can you hover the? Oh wait. Oh, I don't know how much time you have left on Rift.
It's only a quarter gone.
Oh, you still have 3 minutes then. So
yeah.
One other advantage of keeping is you have the fast recall. So you could clear this wave. You see the Scuttle Crab. You see all those camps. You just farm, or if you don't want to farm, maybe you want to go bot. Then, regardless, you get a fast recall. So just use it as a fast recall. And top is usually the worst tower to Rift, anyways, especially if it's full HP. Yeah.
It's funny because I've never ever considered the tower I put Rift on.
Okay.
That is extremely helpful. Yeah. Like, I've never ever considered that.
That's pretty big because Graves typically gets Rifts. Graves usually wins early game, so
I often do have Rift. Like, I often do get it, and
you just use it randomly. Like here,
I'll use it when I see opportunity for stacks. Like here, I was probably I wasn't paying attention about mid. I was not expecting the Yasuo to be there, and I'm guessing I thought the Echo was blue side for some reason.
Okay. We saw him gank mid before you even did this.
I probably missed it then.
Okay.
Oh, it's true. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and then you have to think.
I just took his red side, so he'd probably go check it if he missed it.
Yeah, and then you also see where's your bot lane. Your bot lane's kind of covering your bot jungle, so he wouldn't invade you now because your bot lane's there, right? So process of elimination, he's up here. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Yasuo, the Echo definitely even if the Echo didn't even realize an instinct would be to go clear this, and this.
Yeah. Regardless, he has to be here.
He saw this, and he sees me. He sees me up there, right? So
you fought Darius for a good while as well, so they know it. I mean, you've been here for a very long time. Yeah. So you see the mistake. Yeah.
Yeah. So exactly. My mentality wasn't to see this. I just saw him and me full health, Rift out to put pressure, and then a dive, but everyone just came. So.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, you could dive regardless of Rift. Oh, the Rift kind of does help you dive. It depends on your minions. Can I see the minions?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it does help you dive. I can see why you do it. But yeah.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
It kind of makes them freak out too, but 100%. I just off of what you said, I love that. Like the mid value could be like way better.
Yep.
Even if I get 1-2 stacks,
It's
just for the damage on the tower. Like just if the Annie can just push it.
Yep.
Like here, maybe it would have like 1 off or 1.5 or however many.
Yep.
And he would push Yasuo's top.
Yep.
And then that would open up the game for Annie, right?
Exactly, and not just for Annie. It helps you go through, like when you invade, like you can go through the mid lane as well, right? Easier for you to go through the, like if you're invading his red, you can also go to his blue pretty fast through if there's no tower there. Technically, Graves can go through even if there is a tower. You only take 1 tower shot, so sometimes you just walk through.
It's like the weird little path there or whatever.
Yeah. But better if there's no tower, right? Obviously. So,
right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, we you know your mistake, right? So. And then generally, if you're rich, you want to put it closer to the tower. Yeah. Oh, but you kill Darius. I mean, but it turns out okay. I mean, Echo does need to flash for you, like at the end to kill you.
Yeah.
They use a lot on you. So, you're doing okay. Like you are making.
I got ignite flash.
Yeah, you're doing okay.
Yeah.
But here is where you.
Unfortunate that I wasn't expecting the flash.
Oh. You're kind of like taunting them by you walking back into them.
Yeah.
Where you didn't need to.
Like right here, you mean?
Yeah, you kind of walk back into them. If you just keep walking away, the Echo can't catch you even with flash.
Yeah. I think here I kind of was waiting for the wind wall to stop, and then if he kind of like accidentally went further, I could have gone the auto. But here is like where I guess I wasn't expecting his flash.
Echo has a long range, especially later. He doesn't have an elbow, and once he gets the rocket belt, then you even need to respect even that he has extras, a lot of range to hit you.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you doing here? Why are you going bot? Let's see. Can we look at bot? I mean,
so it's a good question, actually. They're pushing. They just got turret, so they're probably going to be up. I think my mentality or whatever is stuck on doing my pathing from top to bot.
Actually, can I see the? Hold on. Dragon is in 3 minutes, so that's nothing. This is okay. Never mind. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think it's okay to go bot here.
Okay.
Yeah.
On an initial thought, I guess I can do this gank, I guess it kind of...
No, it's fine. I actually think it's fine because I don't think he'll get the gank, but you could get the gank. But I think they'll recall, and then so if they recall, there's no gank bot, so you might as well go up top. But there could be a gank. Yeah, probably not. But even though they back, this is fine because what I said, right? If they're not here, might as well path top to kill Darius, which he has no flash, right? But you still go here. Are you invading? Invading is okay, actually. Because invading's decent because you assume
Ballin's gone.
Yeah. But again, they're not gone for long, right? So you kind of have to have to have a sense of the game. Like they're not gone for long. They recalled. They will be coming back soon. So you just need to think about the time reason. Oh, nice, very nice. He had ult, but I guess he didn't expect your.
Didn't know I had ult.
Yeah.
Here, I guess I help shove the wave.
Normally I wouldn't, just because they have Brand.
No.
Usually I would help Vayne, but only if she has a weak support. But Brand pushes waves pretty fast, so better to just do something else. Like you could possibly heal off this red and then gank mid, something like that. Even gank top is an option now because Darius, he's actually having trouble with Maokai right now. So.
Right.
Before you were ignoring him mostly, but now I think about it a little more.
Here. Oh, no turret.
Okay.
Brand burn.
Okay.
Now here, I guess I help shove.
And now it's a good time to shove because no Brand, right? So that depends on the situation.
Right.
And not only no Brand, but you kill bot lane, so you could just take the tower as well. Oh, can you press how much gold do you have? Press X. X, it doesn't work.
I don't think
On
so.
the keyboard, if you press no. Oh,
No.
okay. I don't know then. It must be your set. So basically the idea is dragon's coming up in a minute. So usually you want to think about recalling for power. The Gromp is fine. I like the Gromp. You can do the Gromp and then recall. I'm guessing that's what you do. So yeah, never mind. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Press play. Yeah. Okay, you don't recall, but I don't know how much gold
Where's
you have.
Dragon?
If you have Dragon in 50 seconds, you can see on the on the right side, the timers right there.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh no, that's buff. So which one's Dragon? Oh, Dragon's in 20 seconds.
Okay.
So okay.
20 seconds.
So
maybe
if
I'm
you had
falling.
gold, definitely would have backed. I don't actually know how much gold you have.
I
Right now.
probably had to go.
I would think so because you got like some kills,
Assists at least.
and the tower.
Or-
And, yeah. And so this is dangerous because we don't see Darius, right?
Yeah.
And Maokai no TP, so Maokai's top. So okay, now we see
Okay,
Darius.
now we
Now we
see.
feel better. Yeah, now we feel better.
Does he have TP? No. Okay.
Okay. Pretty good. Oh, well, 2 for 2, but it's pretty good.
I guess I pop goes.
Yeah, you're really strong. You'd be stronger with items, of course, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly, huh?
But it's
I didn't see a shadow, I guess. Yeah, because Dragon was spawning in 20 seconds, right?
yeah. You need to buy
And
before.
that-
Yeah,
That would be enough time to be up and buy items.
yeah. Or
And
if it wasn't enough time, you just skip the Gromp or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually, I don't recommend collector over. I recommend the shield bow first, unless you can't afford the shield bow. Oh, wait, do you change here? Okay, you change here. Okay. Oh no, you changed twice. Oh, you buy
Oh,
both.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
both.
both. Okay.
I had a lot of gold then.
Yeah, definitely you would. You should have backed. Yeah.
I don't think I needed that grump or whatever.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I have to remember to buy.
Yeah, buy before you want to make a big play, like a dragon.
Do you have any tips? Sometimes I have a hard time like knowing when these are gonna spawn. Like I
Dragon?
forget. Rift and Dragon.
But I mean, the
Like, I'll be
timer's
playing
right
and then
there
I'll-
on your screen, up on the not in the
Yeah.
replay, but in the game, on the top, it shows
Yeah.
you right there.
I just don't pay attention to it. I guess I have to just try to pay attention.
That's the same problem that you're having with auto. It's basically autopilot. It's the same problem. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just
use your brain. Remember your graves. You got to use your brain. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna those exact words. I'm gonna start saying to myself.
Yeah. I mean, technically, every jungler needs to use their brain, but like again,
Yeah.
graves more so.
Good ult.
Luckily, no one took dragon yet, so you still have a chance for this. I mean, you're way stronger now because you got your 2 items. So
Yeah.
probably would take the blue. I mean, what are you looking? MF. Okay, you could. Yeah, actually, this could work, but okay, that works.
That's good.
I'm guessing your Annie told you she was going.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
in solo queue, I would just take the blue buff.
Yeah, I guess we're thinking turrets here.
Yeah. So okay, it's too late now. Or
Maybe I can
close.
take that.
Yeah, I would have done the rift. Or tried to. The enemy's here, so it's not actually.
Yeah.
Okay, actually no. Your team's actually not here, so you wouldn't actually get the rift actually.
Okay.
But would have thought about it. At least. Crab is good at least. Okay, so right now it's 20 minutes. You notice that's usually when 15 to 20 minutes. That's when you need to have like a kind of mind shift, like the way you think about the game. So the game is basically, we call this like mid late game right now. Before it was like early mid game. So late game, what happens late game is the jungle game is over. You're still farming jungle, right? But it's not really like
not a priority.
Yeah, not a priority. You're not like thinking about pathings, or you're not thinking about ganking anymore either, because the laning phase is over basically. So everyone that's grouping for you see the grouping for dragons, they're grouping for vision, they're moving together. So the jungle game's over. Now we're just in the late game team fight, split push, objective phase, right? Late game. So I usually stop the review here, but I leave it up to you. Like if you want to continue, we can.
No problem. I have no problem with that.
Okay, yeah.